Welcome to Performacast Ep13. I want to talk about sickness, being sick. Sickness, is part of being healthy. The real difference is if you can recover, how fast you can recover. You get sick, you pick yourself up, and you recover quickly. Does it take you a day or so? Or does it take you a couple of weeks or even a couple of months? So if it takes anywhere between a couple of weeks to a couple of months, that's not being healthy. On the other hand, if it takes a couple of days, 2-3 days, or even less, and you're recovering, then that is healthy. I came down with the virus, and there's nothing you can do over the weekend. Nothing you can do with a viral infection, except rest, drink water, and I didn't miss out on work because my recovery is really quick. Now, how can you get that quick recovery? Well, what I have done, first of all, I used to be on antibiotics like a lot of people. The first thing the doctors say is penicillin, antibiotics. And people listen to them. They're too lazy to do it any other way. Pop a pill, it's easier. They feel better. Yeah, maybe in a couple of days as well. But the problem is they're pushing the infection deeper down. And what happens, say, however long later, they fall sick again, they either have to take stronger antibiotics or the recovery time is a little bit later or longer. And this keeps happening with a vicious cycle. So until you get a viral infection and you keep taking antibiotics, and it creates a superbug, and you're 3 months in bed. And that is just really hard and depressing. When you're sick, when you're feverish, when you can't do much, it's so difficult. Life seems so much harder. But what do people do because of this fast-paced and Western civilization anyway, is they take the quick fix and take the antibiotics. So what I've done, I stopped antibiotics long ago because those antibiotics were making me feel sick and different side effects. So initially, the process was for me about 2-3 weeks. I was in bed, couldn't move. And then eventually when I started eating, cutting out crap foods, I'm talking about industrial oils, I'm talking about processed sugars, I'm talking about chemicals that you ingest in your system in whatever way or form, then what happens is to your body, you start recovering quicker, not needing any antibiotics. Of course, there's a place for antibiotics if it's bacterial and it's in dire need of it, but especially if it's viral, and most people get viral, antibiotics don't do anything. Another way is when people sit down at a chair 8 hours a day, however long, they're compressing their spine. Not only they're causing forward head posture, but they're causing shallow breathing, which causes more inflammation in the body, which causes more sickness, especially when you catch a viral infection, you're more prone to getting caught with it. So if you understand, first of all, you don't do everything at once. It's a process. Stop drinking any type of cold drinks, or at least diet drinks, sodas, or whatever the case is. Cut out slowly on normal sodas, the sugars, and slowly move to the food items. And you start seeing an amazing difference. And coupled with training, getting that blood flow, especially on the ball works deep. it gets blood flow to parts of a body that not much else can get to, because all the deep stabilizers are being worked on the ball. And that means that you're able to recover quicker because you've got better blood flow. So everything is interconnected. And what happens when you sick for so long? Your productivity is going down, your motivation is going down, the motivation to get back into health, to train, to eat healthier gets less and less easier to pop another pill because that's what the doctor says is okay. But the problem is then with that, you're cutting your life short, literally. In 20, 30, however old you are now, when you reach older age, you might battle. So if you can take control and invest in your own health, that way you'll be able to get a virtuous cycle where, number one, the recovery will take quicker, there'll be less time off of training, of working, productivity, less stress on relationships, being able to take care of loved ones. And it has a cascading effect, not missing out on social events, not missing out on any type of event that you don't want to, that you don't want to miss out on. And that's the idea about health. Having a fever is your immune system. It's a feature, not a bug. Of course, if it goes longer for 3 days and it goes higher 40, then yeah, you got to go to the doctor. But generally, you drink lots of water, you rest, you recover, and the fever will break, and you'll feel all the better for it for not taking any antibiotics. So that's my advice to you. Get started on your health journey. There's so much more benefits. And yes, the quick fix is easy, but over the long term, the benefits will outweigh any quick fixes. Just think about what you're putting in your body, how you're training, if you're training, how you're moving, or if you're sitting on a desk. All these things are connected. It also affects quality of sleep. If you're not sleeping, everything goes down as well. So that's it from this week's episode, and we'll see you next time.